Hello everybody and welcome to another video. I just finished the video of the house tour. So now we're going to go on and do a video of the garage. It is not done. It is very dirty and is very disorganized. But everybody's wanting videos, so all right. So first thing we do is come over here and we hit this to open up our garage door. So we've got the garage door opening. We're going to come out here. It's going to be cold and windy. All right, so garage door is open. I could have went in the side door, and you can see all the leaves from the garage door being open earlier and the wind blowing really hard. All right, so let's go ahead and shut the garage door. So this is the side door that you'll normally come in. See how dirty it is? Well, it's grease from working on cars and stuff. So what a garage is for. So normally you'll walk in and this is what you'll see. So this is where I've been for about the last week to 2 weeks to maybe even 3 weeks. And a lot of it is because of that room back there. And I'll explain that here in a little bit. So we've got the hot rod set in here off to the side. We actually, even as cold as it is, we actually have a car show Saturday. So it's just waiting. So if you come back here, I've just been working on all this. In fact, if you can look, you can see I don't even have the freezer straight yet. I went and got a freezer because we don't have enough room in our inside freezer. And then, of course, we've got a cold and hot water dispenser, an old chair that's supposed to be thrown away, but I've been really using that. And then we've got a small refrigerator up on top. It's got water and zero sugar pop. And then I kind of did this that you see here. I kind of inverted some spots on it to put trophies. So these are trophies that we won. I think if you look there, you'll see 14, 15, and 16. We won 3 years in a row. I can't see what that top one is. And then over here, we've got another 15, two more 15s. So 15, 15, 15. Apparently, I won 3 different car shows that year. And we've got more trophies, just don't have them out yet. So what is this? It's a closet, right? Well, no. It's actually a bathroom. Not much. Not very big, but it works. That is just a urinal that I made out of an old, I think it is like a camper sink, and I made it into a urinal. There's no water in here, but there is drains. So that we had drains put in all 4 corners of the garage, and I think in the middle of this wall over here we put a drain in. Of course, the drain in that back room over there doesn't matter anymore. That'll never get used. And there is also a drain. This is pretty cool. I think it's right here. I think, but we never. I'll have to look at schematics, and yes, we did draw schematics on this. And this garage is roughly 20 years old. Look at that nasty floor. A lot of work went on in here. Anyways, there's a drain somewhere. I think it's right there. And the concrete was never chipped away to reveal the drain. So, anyways, I'm not going to worry about that. We put drains in all 4 corners. We put drains here. For power washing off the floor and stuff, but never run any water in here. Excuse me. So you can see the garage door. It's uninsulated. It's got to get insulated because right now I'm using that to heat with because we're kind of in the fall and I don't need a whole lot of heat. But I have new heaters up here. Dana Glow's X Series 7500s. There's 2 of them there. We have those. and we're going to be installing those. In fact, there's the wire that goes for it. And we're going to put one of them like back here, and then one of them up here. That's how you get up to the attic. Pretty good size attic in here. So as you can see, everything is pretty much a cluster in here. It's pretty bad. That will end up going, that's a kiln to do ceramics. My dad fired for a famous artist. This is all parts for that kiln. That'll all go. Someday I'll take the trash out. And then one of our new hobbies is up here. These are all radio control cars. These are hobby grade, not toys. It's something that can keep me close with my kids. Colton and I spend a lot of time together with them. And Ricky and I, that's one of Ricky's, well, Ricky's right there. And we just spent 2 hours out here working on that together. So it was quality time with my kids. It doesn't make much sense for a grown adult to play with these things, but it keeps me close to my kids. And that's what I'm after. All right, so on to, everything in here. I'm not going to explain a lot to you because everything in here is going to change. All this is going to change. All of that's going to change. Some things will get changed back in here, but not a lot. All of that's going to change. That's going to change. That's going to change. That's all just wood storage because I want to keep it out of the weather. And I'm doing several different projects. So, all right. So let's go on to this room back here. Let me find my keys. Yes, I do keep it locked. Now I'm going to have to watch my language when I get in here. And you'll understand that when you see. Now this is a mess. This is absolutely a disaster. Okay. So, when I said it was a disaster, I do mean it's a disaster area. So we did come in here and we did paint this room. Painted the ceiling, painted the walls. It is just OSB painted. It's nothing fancy. This is kind of our man cave and our, those type deals. So let's see if I can explain the way that this is supposed to be. Oh, we just measured Colton, by the way. And he's right to there. I should have wrote down the height. I think it was 5'3¼ He's growing. So this is supposed to be the podcast desk. Right now it's covered. All that's got to be processed and put away and fixed and cleaned and all that good stuff. And we got a couple guitars hanging up there. Coat hook. This is the one that used to be in my bedroom. As you can see, more RC stuff. This was my workbench. Remember, it used to have the carpet on it that I worked on guitars and stuff like that. That will go back to that. And then this was Dad's desk. And this all has to be processed through. He's got a ton of stuff in there. I don't know where they're at, but I think there's like bills over here, past bills from like 2021, 2020. All that's got to be processed through and figured out. Now, when I told you that my dad used to fire for a local artist, these are some of the things that he did. This is all done by hand out of a chunk of clay. They don't look like much. These were actually just experimental for him. He just built these just to test out different glazes and stuff, different colors. And that's why they look a little weird. A lot of this that you're seeing, like in through here, that's just glare. And then there's one over here. And this was just for him to test colors and stuff on. He didn't really want them, so he gave them to my dad. Believe it or not, and I know a lot of people are going to argue this, those are probably worth $10,000 to $20,000 a piece even the way that they sit. He's that famous. I mean, if you start looking up here, there's books on him. This guy has written books. He's had books written about him. There's different things from his art galleries. I mean, there's the Sherry Gallery in New York. It's just, this guy is very, very, very famous. And I have a lot from him. I actually have a painting from him back there. This was actually something that I think my dad created, and then my stepmom painted it. This was her brush holder. I inherited it. That was the only thing that I actually asked for. So, I was able to get the guitars out of the bedroom. And of course, we got filing cabinets and still stuff in boxes that we haven't unpacked. This is all hunting stuff. This is our hunting clothes. That one's mine. That one's Colton's. Ricky's is up there. There's still more artwork and stuff in these boxes. Yeah, everything's got to be processed. So this room is kind of nasty. It just needs to be cleaned. And that's about all that we can do, is get it all cleaned. And that's what we spend a lot of our time doing right there. That's how I bond with my kids. So those are all full, and we've got hundreds more. And I'll explain that in a separate video. I'll explain it all in a separate video. But anyways, this room, believe it or not, to get it prepared and get it painted and everything, get the blinds all cut and get them up and trim out the windows and everything. I've got probably a good solid week in here, and then starting to set things up. And I know it doesn't look like I have, but I promise you, I've been in here working. So let's go back out into the main garage. We'll lock our door. And we've also there's an alarm system on that door. I just have it deactivated right now. And we have cameras. And there's cameras all on the outside of the buildings. But that's it. This is my garage now. And then, of course, back here, we have another, I don't know how well you can see it, big pole barn back here. That was actually mine. It's back there. We'll get to all that on a property tour. I don't know if I'll get to making the property tour video today or not. I do have a football game to go to in less than an hour. And it's really windy, and I know that's going to pick up through the camera. But there we go. Everything's going to change in here. Perhaps now, I did find my tripod. It was packed away. Perhaps now I'll start making videos. Like I just built that bathroom, I guess it would be called. I just did that yesterday. It took 2 days to get it the way that I needed it. And like I said, we have drains, but we don't have running water. So there's going to be a cool way to flush the urinal. That is a urinal only, but there'll be a cool way to flush it. So you have to stay tuned for that video. And we'll do a good video on that. Even though there looks like there's a lot of lights in here, the lights are not in the right spots. So there's going to be a lot to change. Got to insulate that door. Got to get those heaters put up. Got to get water in the urinal system. We got to tear them shelves down, completely rebuild them. Figure out if I'm going to keep that toolbox or not. I've got a great big toolbox that will go over there on the right side of that window, about where that chair is. Get the wood processed and out of here. We've got a ton to do. So stay tuned. We're going to have some awesome videos, and you'll see this is going to be our forever home. So you'll see a lot changing. All right. So on to the next video. Like I said, this is going to be about a 4-part series This is just a garage tour. So I hope you guys have a great day, and even better tomorrow, and an awesome night. And please, please, please be safe. And please watch our next videos. Stay tuned. We'll see you on the next video or next live stream. Have a super great day.